much in Vietnam. Let me invite you on to a Vietnamese party. Not a party, to a concert today.
Bão giông trên đời mẹ từng nào mẹ gánh con trên vai gầy giờ đây lớn khôn con dám rộng cánh bay dù chừng là bao nhiêu tuổi thanh xuân mẹ dành cho con hết ngày mẹ đau từng ngày con sinh ra thầm cảm ơn mẹ hiền cả cuộc đời mẹ đã hy sinh vì
As you see, there's a DJ music, pretty modern. That means the Vietnamese music is catching up with the world trend, like the EDM and noisy music is the trend nowadays. How about the music in the past, from the war to at the present? How has it been changing? So today I'm going to have you listen or hear all kinds of music in Vietnam from all over the stages. So I remember when I was younger, I usually go to my neighbor friends and we gather and we all together walk to the stage. But nowadays when everybody get older and the traffic is busier, I would ride to my friend place and we meet and we ride the motorbike to the concert. Okay, so you arrive, you park the bike, walk to the stage, and it will start from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. The past concerts was generally about 3 hours from 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Now we move to the difference of the big river stage and nowadays stage. In the past, when you go to the concert, on the stage, the only thing you saw was the singers. They sing on the music background. Or you see no one else on the stage, the singers and the light. Sometimes you might see the dancing band on the stage. But nowadays on the stage, the only difference is the singers actually sing. There are more players who play instrument. It means like nowadays they play more live music. And of course the sound is much better and more live and more professional.
hơi mặc giá tôi nơi này lòng chơi vơi hết hồi nay em nhắn cho tôi rồi nói em đang mong thương nhớ tôi.
Nowadays, people have a lot of choice on what to drink, but by looking at these waters, we can tell this habit lasts from the past, where we used to see many young kids, ladies, and men who walked around and try to sell you cold water, sugar cane, and packages of snacks or peanuts. But it's still just a memory now. And how do we used to know the information there's a concert? Like when we ride around a city, you might see a banners outside a stadium or the area where they hold the concert. Or there might 1 week before the concert there will be the cars with the speaker ride around and announce people about it. Nowadays, how do we know?
Biết thông tin là ở đây có tên nhạc. Tao có nghe thông tin nghe đâu nhưng mà tao không thấy á.
So the information we got to know this kind of concert is from Facebook because most Vietnamese people love to read news and follow the things on Facebook. Next, we move to the language in the song. In the past, on the stage, you might only listen to Vietnamese, but nowadays, you can listen to Vietnamese and English, especially when you see one of the audience are English people or the English speaker. So So the singer, if they can, they will try to sing an English song. So you know that song is especially for you.
Was there for you in your darkest hours. I was there for you in your darkest night. But I wonder where.
Now let's talk about the lyrics as well as the kind of music from the past until now. We provided into the old music and the new music. We talk about the king time, royal music, where the theme is to wish the emperor to embrace the longevity and country prosperity, also about the life, about the family at that time. We have first one, jail. Jail was forbidden in the king time, so it was popular among the farmer stage and it's getting popular. And the next king, it was special music they only play in the palace.
Ngại tanh gió nuôi con tổ thảo chung mất ngây thơ nhưng là chỗ có quên công cha mình ngại mẹ sinh con ra.
From the 1930, we call it pre-war music. From 1930, where most singers actually sing about the country, the love, the life at that time. Until 1945, we divided into the red music in the north, where they sing about the wars, encourage the war, the spirit, the soldiers' life, advocating for independence, socialism, and anti-colonialism.
Gái Trường Sơn bao đêm em đi mở đường cho từng chuyến xe anh qua xa.
Meanwhile, in the south, we have the music called yellow music. It is emphasized more about the love between the separated couple who go to the war, the front of the war, or the missing between them, between the mother and the son, between the letters. So yeah, it's about more about emotions.
Theo năm tháng hoài mong thư gửi đi mấy lần đời hồi âm chưa thấy.
Until 1950, where the rock and roll actually entered Vietnam from the Western and the American culture. At that time, you can see a lot of how do we say, the luxury class, the educational class, the classic families from the old Vietnam, and the educational family, the rich family. By the way, it's a rich class where they usually go to the night dancing places and they dance, and that was the time. It's like the nightclub. That was the time rock and roll entered Vietnam. Until 1975, you have, when the war ends, the music starts to be back to sing about the love, sing about the life, the love, the life between people, about the peace, the sceneries. basically the soft music or the light music to enjoy the peace after the difficult days in the war. And until 1996, when we have a new trend of the competition called Green Waves. At that time, modern singers and with the modern music, which are made from the new composer who collect new kind of music imported from maybe India or Chinese to make the new music, and many new singers they start to boost the Vietnamese music. It start to be very popular at this time. Listen to this one. Until now, 1996 until now is modern music, but lately in the past 3 or 4 years, the EDM or the DJ music really enter Vietnam, especially the K-pop music. It's really changing the music in Vietnam. So basically, the old generation people would love to listen to red and yellow music or the folk Vietnamese music, and the younger generation are really into the DJ or EDM, especially rap is the king of music for the young nowadays. Not only for the meaningful in the lyric, but also for the scenery, the beauty of Vietnam, where they go and they usually make the video for their MV. I hope today you can know some about and understand some about Vietnamese music. Thank you for listening.